Hey guys, so I have a cool video for you, kind of something that I realized might help. So our daily objective today is being able to make correct inferences from the text. And so you already know what an inference is. You guys have learned this. An inference is basically just an educated guess. Uh, what we don't know so well is exactly how to make that educated guess, especially if we don't just kind of naturally know the answer. Um, so here's how you do it. First, you take clues from the text. Um, then you take what you already know just from life, just from being a smart person. And when you put these two things together, you get your inference. Okay, the cool thing that I kind of realized as I was preparing this video is, what is this? What is clues from the text? Well, this is our evidence. And what is what you already know from life? This is the explanation. Okay, that's why when we're answering using that format, it makes so much sense, and it's such a solid answer when you answer using the claim, evidence, explanation format. Okay, so just think about this for a second, right? Look at kind of what this means, what this is. This will kind of help you understand why you answer the way that you do. And what we struggle with most is a good explanation. This will kind of show you why you have it and how to make it really good. It's really just explaining how that clue from the text kind of taught you and informed what your inference, your educated guess would be. Okay, so let's look at an example. So pause the video quickly, read this over, read the question, and when you're done reading the passage and the question, resume the video. Okay, so hopefully you've paused it, you read both of these. Here's how I'm going to walk you through the answer. So we know that we're going to start with our claim, and this is my inference, right? My claim is my inference. So here's what I infer. I'm inferring that he's guiltily, because he has eaten way more candy than he was supposed to. Now I need my evidence, my textual evidence. In the story it says, what's the best piece? I'll use this here. So I'll say, ugh, 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 he groaned, ugh, weakly as he struggled to finish chewing. Okay, that's my evidence. But now, like we learned above, I need to explain why this clue from the text really kind of takes what we know from life and helped me to make an inference. So here's why. Here's what I know about life. If you eat so much that you're going ugh and you're groaning and struggling to even finish a bite, you've probably eaten too much, especially if you're a kid. That's too much. So my explanation is, if you eat so much candy that you are making noises and in pain, then you have probably way overeaten. Okay, that's my explanation. The second one that I want you to look at is this question. Sorry. How did Otto's mom know what he was doing? Okay. Take a second. I want you to try to answer this on your own. I will give you the answer at the end so that you can check yourself, but the way that this is actually useful for you to learn this is by first practicing it yourself. Okay? So take a minute, pause the video. When you are done, resume it and check your answer. Okay? So here is my answer. I'll actually give you two examples. The first one is kind of that level 3 where you're using a single piece of evidence. So take a minute, read it over. You might want to pause it so that you can actually read it. The second one, though, once you resume the video, is what I really want to talk about. Okay, this is what we're trying to get to. Yesterday's daily objective was being able to use two pieces of textual evidence because we know that that is our unit objective, is two pieces. And so here is a really good example of what that might look like. So my claim, here it is. I said Otto's mom knew what he was doing because she could see the chocolate on his body and knew the look of guilt on his face. Okay. My evidence in the text, it says his shirt was caught in the folds of his belly and he melted chocolate all over his face and hands. Explanation: seeing someone messy and covered in food, you immediately assume that they've just way overeaten. Then I go to my second piece of evidence. I also know it because in the text it says she opened the door, took one look at his face, and knew. My second explanation: moms know their kids, and when they make certain faces, they can tell that they are guilty of something. Okay? So this is that true unit objective of being able to make an inference and support it with two pieces of evidence. Okay? At this point, you're going to pause the video, read this here, then answer yourself. I'm not going to give you the answer to this one. Instead, you're going to do it yourself. When you are done with it, raise your hand, and I'm going to score you on our objective for today of being able to make a correct inference. Okay? So go ahead, pause the video, read this. When you are done, raise your hand. I will score you, and you will start Freak the Mighty. All right, thank you guys. Hope this helped.